Hello, everyone watching on the True Hill Heat YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We are live once again with an unscheduled stream because WWE did dumb shit again. As I told you, every Romeo report, it's like, I know when we'll be live again. It's when they do dumb shit. And dumb shit they did. Today, Thursday, November 18th. I am Romeo Anthony Colon. Welcome to the Romeo Report number 14, Budget Cuts. And I am joined by my good brother, SP3.
It feels like I was just here. I was just here in the newsroom talking about WWE, doing some dumb shit, making people lose their job, taking food off people's tables. And here we are here
Before
again.
Thanksgiving.
It was just 2 weeks ago, Romeo. It was just 2 weeks ago, and I called it one of the most baffling and confusing batch of releases since this whole pandemic started. And then they had this one. Oh man, it's insanity to me. It really is insanity. We want to thank everyone who is with us live. We know a lot of you are usually here for some blunt impact. It's been preempted due to the news that dropped just a little over an hour 40 minutes ago on social media. I first heard it from Sean Russap of Fightful Wrestling. Romeo, you do the synopsis better. Of course, everyone, drop a like on the video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you are new, hit the bell to stay notified. We want to hear your thoughts on all these releases in the live chat. Your super chat donations are always appreciated, and it guarantees your comment will be read on screen. But yeah, Romeo, this newsroom is usually your whole deal. My head hurts just thinking about this shit because I'm absorbing this as someone who didn't get it immediately when the news dropped. I got it maybe about 25 minutes ago.
The news from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com. Fightful has learned that WWE has released John Morrison, Top Dollar, Ashanti Adonis, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Tegan Knox, Drake Maverick, Shane Thorne, and Jackson Riker. Furthermore, John Laurinaitis cited budget cuts as the reason within the email. Furthermore, for those asking, Sean has not heard of any additional cuts in this round. That doesn't mean they will or will not happen tonight. Now, if you know you need to do budget cuts and you did them last time, what changed in 2 weeks that said, hey, we didn't make enough, this is not enough money? Every single batch of budget cuts, what are you looking at that says no, it's not enough, we're not making enough money here, we need more? And I bet you there's gonna be another one and we're gonna say the same crap again. There must be like a financial press conference meeting coming up again, boardroom, something where it's just not enough. Why? What is changing every time?
Well, the last batch of cuts came on the exact day that WWE published their earnings for the third quarter, which they drew $256 million. So I think that a lot of that has to do there with basically them not wanting, not liking that number, even though it was another record profit for them, another record earning for them. They didn't like the number enough. It wasn't exactly where it needed to be. Or they're thinking more about what the number is going to be in February or March when they report the fourth quarter earnings for 2021. And they want to make sure that that is down to the bone, that it exceeds that number that we just heard for the third quarter. There's a lot of factors that goes into all of this, but it's just like it's very overwhelming as a professional wrestling fan. I don't remember any time in my lifetime. I've been alive and on this world for over 30 years. In my lifetime, where so many professional wrestlers are just losing their jobs. Like, they're not just choosing to leave one promotion and go to another. When I was like 8 years old and watching the Monday Night Wars, they are literally just waking up or getting a text or getting a call and being told they are fired because of budget cuts when the same company is reporting record profits, record earnings every single conference call. It's just like a slap in the face. So I understand some of the reaction after this one. Of course, you have certain people's significant others, certain people who just dealt with their own releases, like Atalia Valkyrie, who, her husband, John Morrison, was doing great stuff in Impact Wrestling, on the independent scene, in Lucha Underground, in AAA. And he made the choice that he wanted to go back to WWE. He wanted one more big contract for WWE, and they fucking blew it. They got a certified guy who's been a main eventer and a top guy everywhere he went after he left WWE. And he was on the rise. His trajectory was on the rise. He was right there with the Miz as far as like babyface heels characters that were on the rise, that were like upper card, upper mid card, that were going to go to the main event scene. And they just said, they let him go. He wanted to do other things. He did acting. He went into all these other promotions that I just named. And then he comes back to WWE. He's so much better. He's a better talker. He's a better character. He has a better presentation. And they fucking blew that shit. This dude has been fucking doing yoga backstage for fucking weeks. Been talking like Phil Jackson in 1997 or some shit. Like he's high. I don't understand the character. I'm happy for him that the shackles are off. He's free again. There's a bunch of different promotions I would love to see him at, and
Free
with
his
him,
wife.
yeah, he can be with his wife. As far as Talia Valkyrie, I mean, I'm gonna give you the floor as far as Hit Row, because you've experienced Hit Row firsthand with NX3 and with Wednesday Night Warriors. You got to see them from just starting out to come up, and especially Isaiah Swerve Scott. So I'm gonna give you the floor first, because I gotta get some shit off my chest. This is why I love doing these Romeo reports. Fresh off of getting the news, we want to thank everyone who's joining us live. Remember to drop a thumbs up on the video, please. It helps us out so much, helps out the channel, helps more people see this video. If you're watching us on Facebook, drop a heart emoji, a like emoji, an angry emoji, a laugh emoji. However these releases make you feel, this is like a therapy session for professional wrestling fans. That's what we're here for on the Romeo Report. It's not just to report the news, but it's to also vent and talk about this news and how it makes us feel. We got White Lightning with a big super chat donation saying McMahon money gift. Absolutely.
I know
Vince
which one that is. I know which one he's referring to.
Vince is just Vince is just smelling the ducats. It's like this old good old budget cuts. We don't have to give that son of a bitch $200,000 a year.
Thank you, White Lightning. We appreciate that. That helps out the channel.
Thank you, White Lightning.
Hit Row. 4 people, who got put together, who really bond with each other in real life, and you saw that chemistry on screen. You saw it first in NXT. They had something really cool and hip. Triple H helped with that a lot, with their presentation, their entrance, and all that. And Triple H right now has got to be
Yo,
fuck me, right?
Dude, like, everybody's talking about, I want to hear this Bray Wyatt podcast. I want to hear Braun Strowman podcast. I want to hear, all these Keith Lee podcasts and stuff. I want to hear the Triple H podcast when he decides to either retire or like leave WWE for a short time. Yo, that Triple H podcast is about to drop bombs on us, man, because this whole thing has been quite a saga that has unfolded as far as these releases and how it's been pinpoint in tearing down what NXT once had at just the beginning of this fucking year, Romeo.
Selfishly, I wanted Hit Row to stay in NXT. I thought it could have helped them some more time there. Going to the main roster, probably got them noticed by the wrong people. I don't know what happened. They get drafted, and then they've hardly been used since they've been drafted. Nothing meaningful.
Nope.
B Fab gets dropped, and then it's like, well, what about them now? It's only three of them. They lose a big part of their chemistry and one fourth of them, and then now they're all gone. They're boom, Thanos. Hit Row could have done a lot in bringing in that demographic, that they covet so much that they brag about in years past. But now it's kind of slipping away a little bit by little bit. They could have done so much of that. They're hip, they're cool, they attract to the 18, 35-year-olds. They were all bringing it. And Top Dollar, who was, I stand for WWE. Now all of a sudden you look on his Twitter, there's nothing on there about WWE. See y'all in 90 days promoting his new album, his food drive. And people are coming after him on
Of
social
course,
media.
as they should, as they should. Can you let us know what some of the people are saying? Because I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like the first time, oh, we lost Romeo completely. Like this, me put him on the spot and asked him to do that. Totally knocked him out of the stream. So it's just me and you guys. Keep on putting your thoughts in the live chat. Thank you, Annika Wilson. Yes, that the HBK Triple H podcast is about to be bombs being dropped from everywhere. There's Romeo again.
My
But
bad, I
yes,
pressed the wrong button.
no, it's okay. I want to know what is being said to Top Dollar. Because Top Dollar has been talking a lot of jibber jabber. He's been talking like a Seth Rollins. Like Seth Rollins was doing a lot of jibber jabber in 2019. And he was arguably the first half of the year one of the top baby faces in all of wrestling. He was the top baby face in WWE, that's for sure. But he was one of the top baby faces in all of wrestling. And then he started doing the jibber jabber around the summertime of 2019. And now all that baby face and fans that he had, it started to turn against him. And Top Dollar was talking like someone who just cashed in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. He was talking like Seth Rollins, like he was a pro WWE guy. Like, my job is safe, I'm good. I could talk trash about the EVPs for the only other mainstream company in this business right now. I've made my money in the NFL. I'm all good. I'm good here. I'm about to be a star on the main roster. I got called up to the main roster. Oh, y'all can't be happy for me? Oh no. And look what's happened. This dude was just doing a rap. This dude caused another social media controversy, doing a rap to promote his feud with Jinder and Shanky on SmackDown. His thrilling feud that was about to get pushed and was about to get some attention. What the fuck happened? Jinder avoided another release. Come on, Jinder and Ricochet. Come on, Ricochet. Let's go. I'm gonna.
Oh, they're
look
not
at
releasing
it.
Jinder now that he's gonna be a TV star. Yeah, a TV program.
That is
Ricochet
true.
survived. Yes, you're right.
I'm like I'm happy for everyone involved. Although people lost their job today, they someone like Isaiah Swerve Scott. There's a couple of people who are making good points about Swerve Scott. My boy Blue said it best. My boy Swerve wasn't even on the main roster long enough for Vince to ruin him. He is released now. He can go to.
At his height.
He's a guy that immediately, if I'm AEW, this is my number one draft. Like, even if you put him in the batch that just got released 2-3 weeks ago, it's close between him and Keith Lee, but I might go with Isaiah Swerve Scott over Keith Lee because I already got my like powerhouse Hobbs. I got that type of like archetype of like that type of diversity and a performer. I can get something else with Isaiah Swerve Scott that's not coming from anybody else that I got right now, because not only does he have the in-ring acumen of like a Lee Moriarty, or not as spectacular as Dante Martin, but he's known for his in-ring work, but he's also got like a character now. He's a better talker now. This is a guy that's a can't miss prospect, and that's a guy that I would immediately grab. If you're going to grab one or two, I would say Isaiah Swerve Scott and Keith Lee out of these last two cuts
Yeah,
from
there's
WWE.
room for both. There's room for both. You don't have to choose Tony. But part of the journey for Isaiah Swerve Scott was like having that stable with those three people. Like, and
Yeah,
it just gets taken from him. That's it's depressing. It's sad because it was really helping him. It was really helping him.
it was. It was. It is very sad. I mean, I would love in some way the unit can come together into some type of company.
You think Top
Um,
Dollar is allowed in AEW?
I mean, Top Dollar about to put his foot
Oh
in his
man.
goddamn mouth with all that shit talk he was talking about Sneakergate and shit. So
Oh shit.
I don't know any more about that. But as far as maybe Shanti the Adonis, I know he was injured. This is another guy that WWE, he's either dealing with like an injury or mental health that you release. Like, you know how bad a look this is. Like, this it's very frustrating. I don't know how people do it. Like, some of the people that are like very pro WWE, I really don't know how they do it, because I would just be frustrated a lot of times with WWE, because it's so frustrating to get behind that company, because they do decisions that us as fans can never really understand. Not even if you're like a business owner, if you understand it from that point of view. When you're making record profits, there's no reason that people should be losing their jobs.
Johnny Rampage, Johnny Dynamite. What are we what are we gonna see from John Morrison?
Johnny Rampage just
It's
entered
a cool
the
name.
AEW Dark Zone. Here we go.
Sounds like a
Uh,
porn star.
absolutely. Johnny Dynamite. I like that one better. Johnny
Yeah.
Dynamite. That actually sounds better.
On that note, may I read a few tweets from one Taya Valkyrie?
Ooh, let's do this.
First one. Yo, fuck them. I tried to read it the way she wrote it. Another one. Stop supporting a company that has zero capital letters respect for their talent. You love pro wrestling? Spend your money on the hundreds of other alternatives. This is wrong. Ethically, as employers, they don't care about us, talent, or the fans. Fuck the fans. I'm paraphrasing.
I was about to say, I was like, did she put fuck the fan? I didn't remember reading that, but no,
She
that's
retweeted a photo of Johnny doing the yoga and Rhea and Nikki Ash looking at him pathetically. And then one more tweet, a picture of her with Johnny. We always have each other, and that's all that matters. I love you. And then another tweet, we will be just fine. Heart, hashtag the Mundos.
yeah. I mean, with Taya, it's like little by little, she's letting out a lot of shit that she's probably was holding in a lot of times, especially when she was like doing media and stuff. Because like you don't get this type of feeling like almost immediately when you're released. This is something that you held in because when you were signed under contract with them. So she's had to be feeling this since like the very beginning, because she was only there for what, 6 months. Like, oh man. It's like a mess right now. How many relationships they've been throwing out the door? Like they like, hey, at least we're the nice guys that are keeping couples together. You know, we don't want to keep one and not fire the other. So yeah, Swerve Scott, his fiance or wife is Jessie Kamea. So yeah, so
Are
they're
they
both.
engaged? I thought they were just dating.
I think they were engaged. I think he asked her to get married like a
Oh man.
couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago. So congratulations to them. I am sure this is just going to be a small setback for them, and that they're going to be someplace where their relationship can flourish as well as their careers can flourish. We got Top Guy JJ in the live chat saying WWE can eat a dick. F them. Yes, I feel that right now. We also got Drew Nicholas saying, now realizing the last thing anyone got to see of Hit Row was the gender rap. Holy shit.
Yeah. Shiki owned them. What can I say? Shiki owned them. That was
Yo, his bars, you got served so bad, you lost your job on your day off. Shit. Yo, Shanky might be the greatest rapper of all time, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
mean, he might be.
He just might be.
One person we haven't really touched on much, Tegan Knox, who is still owed. a women's tag team title match.
Oh my
Tegan Knox, the
god.
Shining Wizard, she overcame all those injuries in NXT. She means a lot to Triple H. Triple H was with her all the way coming back from those injuries. She finally gets to the main roster. They look like they're going to take her seriously with a tag team with Shotzi. That gets broken up. They get split up, and now she's gone. Tegan Knox has been dealt blows, crushing blows.
And this is just yet another one. Like, just when she thinks that her career's on the back on the right path, she's on the main roster, she's touring with WWE, she's got a good tag team, a good stuff going on with Shotzi. They get separated in the draft. Shotzi becomes a heel, and then you're fired. Like, damn, WWE, y'all are dirty. Y'all are motherfucking dirty. No wonder Dakota Kai was like, man, I'm gonna stick my ass right here in NXT. I ain't going up to that main roster because that's the end of your job basically nowadays.
Well, now
like,
there's open spots, so somebody's gonna have to get called up.
oh
They're gonna keep calling up new
man,
people, and we're gonna keep getting access.
it's crazy. Yeah,
Straight
I feel for Tegan Knox. She's very talented. She's another one that I would put like in the conversation, when we talked about the previous releases from a couple of weeks back, how Ember Moon is one of those like hands that you immediately see and you're like, if I'm AEW, I need to sign her. Tegan Knox is a untapped prospect because they had her, but they didn't really capitalize on what makes her likable, what makes her connect with the audience, what makes her such a really good baby face. And she's very young. She can grow as long as she stays away from injuries. I think she has a bright future.
Drake Maverick, who has to go through this show and dance again. He's already used his revive. I don't think he's gonna come back again. But I did catch a little tweet by Drake Maverick. He did upload a video. It's like he was ready for this.
He was like, yo, he been ready since the last time he got fired.
It's a great video. It's a bit long. It's like 4 to 5 minutes, but it's a great video because the video starts off. You should see it for yourself, but I'll explain it for those that won't have the time. The video starts off with him giving his speech from the last time he got released, the same footage, and then it like cuts, and then there's like a dark figure that enters the room. It's him. It's him talking to himself, basically telling him shit's gonna change. But it's like a darker version. It's real. It's real cool if you check it out. But Drake Maverick, yeah, again.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you can't cry and get that sympathy for a second time. He made the most of his second opportunity. He's been a fixture on NXT for a while now. Since he came back, he re-signed, whether it was against Legado del Fantasma, his tag team with Killian Dane, or just being just there a lot of times. That was kind of his thing. And then his stuff on WWE's main roster, he has become one of the staples of the 24/7 division. So I think that he is a very talented individual. He's a great talker. He's a really good character. He makes for, honestly, a very good babyface of what I saw in Impact Wrestling, especially with his feud with EC3. And even what we saw shortly after his last speech when he got released and then he was brought back for the cruiserweight tournament. He made a good baby face then as well. So I'm hoping for the best for him, but he's someone that I don't see like an AEW signing. I don't see him going back to Impact Wrestling, even though that may be the best spot for him. I see him more being a traveling professional wrestler and going to all the indies, whether it be a PWG, a GCW, the new ROH. Maybe he might pop up over there now that that's going to be back to the independent ways, AAW. The list goes on, but I see him being more of a traveler there. Maybe going back to the UK and being in like Rev Pro, In Progress, and WXW. So there's a bunch of UK promotions that he's a big name that would be beneficial for those promotions. So I see good things for him regardless of him going to a big promotion or not.
A lot of venom in the chat, which is okay. Bring out your feelings. Bruce Phillips, WWE sucks. BK Hizzo, fuck Vince McMahon. Let let it all out, guys. Alan Weinstein, just another example. WWE is a trash company. And Top Guy JJ, at this pace, WWE is gonna have to cancel a night of Mania. They ain't gonna have enough people for 2 nights. Assholes. DJ Eric with the super chats of $5. Thank you, DJ Eric. WWE releasing all these talents to make room for Mickey Mouse versus Donald Duck. Winner gets many. Yeah, I said it. LOL. And also on this release list, Shane Thorne, who I can't even tell you what his retribution name was. Do you remember? Slapjack?
Yes, Slapjack, the
Yeah.
most infamous of them all because you can choke on that. But yes, but yes, the retribution. What has happened to you, retribution? All that's left
Man.
is Mustafa Ali and
T-Bar.
T-Bar and Mace.
Yeah, Mace.
The
Forgot about
the
Mace.
the, the original.
What's
The
stopping you from releasing those guys? Like
I,
what?
I don't
What's stopping
know.
you?
I
Be like,
don't get
what?
it.
Where do you reach your limit and say no? They're okay. They're safe. We'll keep them.
This
Where's
is
your
like a
limits? I don't understand.
this is this like an arbitrary thing? What is going on? How do they
This
make these decisions?
like, do you not see this as bad press? Now, obviously, not every one of their 2 million viewers on SmackDown are gonna know about this. Like, they'll just watch every week and be like, okay, well, whatever happened to? Oh, they're not around anymore. I wonder what happened to them. Like, okay, the diehard fans though, to them, they know this, they see this, and they're upset. It's not good publicity for those fans.
Yo, like this is do they realize that we live in 2021?
Yeah,
There is no difference really. Like everyone has the capability to be on social media and to get this information. If they turn on the show tomorrow, Friday Night SmackDown, and although Hit Row had only been on the show for about a month now, people are gonna look it up and find out what WWE did. They literally took the thing that made them stand out the most. They released her, and then 2 weeks later, they released all the rest of them. That's just insanity to me. At least someone like John Morrison, they've kept him off of TV for a couple of weeks. So this release is kind of just going into the motion of where he was going, honestly. But the Hit Row one, that one's crazy to me. Shout out to Mixed Partial Farts. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you,
yeah.
everyone
Posted
who's
all fights
joining
on
us.
SNL somewhere else. Yes,
Remember
absolutely.
to remember to drop the thumbs up on the video, please. It helps us out so much, helps more people see this video, and helps more people vent like all of you in the live chat. And of course, super chat donations are always appreciated. And then make sure we highlight your comment and what you think about the latest batch of WWE releases, or aka budget cuts. Who else do
This
we
is a
got,
smooth
Romeo?
transition here from DJ Eric because how does Elias still have a job and they haven't shown any more vignettes? My reasoning for this is that Elias is dead, and they just completely forgot that he's still getting paychecks somehow, some way. But speaking of Elias, that feud he had with Jackson Riker, which Jackson Riker went over, he's gone.
Well, motherfucker, good riddance. I like,
A
yo,
lot of people will be like, "Oh, we feel so bad. We feel so sorry. Oh, finally, Jackson Riker. Finally."
exactly. Like I was wondering how he got over, how he didn't get called on the last batch of releases. Like if there was anyone on in the WWE roster that I was like, yeah, I'm okay with him getting cut, it would be Jackson Riker. So I'm totally fine. I have no ill will toward the WWE for this release. This is understandable. It should have been done a while ago. And good riddance, Jackson Riker. I don't want to see you in Impact Wrestling. I don't want to see you in MLW. I don't want to see you in Ring of Honor. I don't want to see you in GCW. I don't want to see you in AAW. I don't want to see you in WCW, ECW. I don't want to see you anywhere where I can see you. I want you to be out of sight, out of mind, in your church, being a reverend or priest, whatever you want to call yourself. Stay away from professional wrestling. It is a sweet, sweet child, and we are here to protect it here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. So Jackson Riker, go fuck yourself.
Here's the fuck Jackson Riker army, Nick Jackson. I'll be playing the world's saddest, smallest violin for him. Frantic World, F. Riker. He need to go. And Royce Evans, WWE really went through 100 people to finally kill franchise breaker. Good effing bye.
That was the best way to put it. That was a brilliant way to put it, sir. Thank you for that comment. Much appreciated. We also got you, my boy Blue. Yeah, a point that's been said a bunch of times. At this point, you could build 2 new promotions with the releases this year.
Absolutely. My man Sid said, if I could be serious for a minute before burying Riker. R. Williams, they really stopped giving a damn when they start firing people from the Anoa'i family.
True. True. They don't give a fuck.
I think if there's any last thoughts in the comments, any last thoughts by you, we can wrap this up, I guess.
It's just insane to me, yo. Like I feel like we're here like at least once a month now. Like this is a company that is inarguably the biggest in their genre, the biggest in their field, the biggest in their industry. They're making record profits. They're making $1 billion from Peacock. They're making millions upon millions every single year from Fox and NBC Universal. They have other deals all over the world. They're doing live events. They're making revenue for merchandise. Yet here we are once again, and I'm gonna do a final count before the end of the year of how many times we've had to do a Romeo report in the middle of the week out of nowhere because WWE decided to release some people. And just every single time we get a list of the people that they are cutting, we have the same damn question. It's like, how can you not make money, or how can you not make this person work? How can you not see something more in John Morrison? Yeah, okay, you don't see him as a main eventer. How can you not see him as a steady hand to have in your upper to mid card? Like, is he not good enough for that for you? Hit Row was the most popular thing in NXT before you wanted to reboot it and rebrand it. It was the hottest thing. There was people that was arguing because Hit Row got called up to the main roster before breaking them up that they had done better than the Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era that in my eyes is a top 5, top 10 stable of all time. This is the trajectory Hit Row was on, and you picked one off of it that made it stand out, and then you release everybody. This is now 2 sets of releases where there is people that we're talking about that just weeks earlier we were talking about WWE with big plans for these people. Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, Hit Row. When does it stop? When are you going to capitalize on the amount of talent that you have? I know you've hoarded and signed so much talent that it's a little bit overwhelming, but you need to capitalize more on this talent instead of just releasing them and we're questioning what the fuck did you do with them or how the fuck did you blow that. There hasn't been one release where they've been released and you could just say, okay, yeah, they had a good WWE career. That's cool. It was short. It was like 5-6 years, but they had a good run from themselves, or they weren't ruined from where they were. Maybe a Braun Strowman, a Bray Wyatt, you could say that about before I said they didn't ruin them, because they ruined both of those guys. So it's just ridiculous. It's very frustrating. I want the WWE to do well. I'm rooting for the WWE. The WWE is the reason why I'm a professional wrestling fan. It's the reason that we have this channel. It's the reason that you're watching. But it makes me very frustrated and very annoyed to be a professional wrestling fan when I see so many talented individuals lose their jobs on the drop of a dime out of nowhere on a Thursday night as I'm feeding my kid to put them asleep. People just lost their jobs when I looked at my phone. It's insane for a company that is the biggest, the most successful, one of the most successful businesses in the mainstream world right now, and yet you're releasing 100 different performers in a pandemic during the pandemic last year, and then 100 more performers this year. That is ridiculous.
Indeed, it is. We wish everyone that was released, you know, good luck on getting on their feet, finding somewhere else, or whatever they plan to pursue, even if it's not
Yeah.
wrestling. Let me read some final comments. Alan, Blunt Impact is preempted tonight. The boys will be back. Well, I think Christy will be back next week. Top Guy JJ, it's just unfortunate that so many people aspire to be pro wrestlers and WWE is the dream goal. The fact that it is no longer the case is not only eye opening, but just sad. WWE has lost its way. Um, Jonathan Gresham is starting a promotion named Terminus. I thought that was just a show. I think that's a promotion.
He's starting a promotion, they said, but I think it's more of like an independent promotion, something that
Right.
he could do in spots and maybe still go to a bigger promotion, whether it be Impact or AEW. Certainly not WWE, though.
Anika Wilson, get rid of Nick Khan. He's not going anywhere. He's doing a good job according to Vince McMahon. This is a good job getting money. That's his
Yeah,
job.
money. That's the thing, and I will preach this, and I will continue to say this on any platform that I am on. WWE doesn't give a fuck what I think. WWE doesn't care what Romeo thinks. WWE doesn't care what any other people watching us live. We appreciate you. We care what you think. But Vince McMahon, no,
No,
not not today, and not any day. Vince McMahon don't give a fuck what any of us says, what anybody on a YouTube channel has to say about WWE and their practices and the way they fire people. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about that. And I know that. I know that I am venting for other professional wrestling fans just like me and not the guy owning it, because all he cares about is the bottom line and making money. And right now, Nick Khan does that for him more than anyone has ever done that for him. So his position in the company is firm and tight. He is going to be there for a while, in my opinion.
Let me read one last comment. Royce Evans, they really wasted Morrison's time only bringing him back to be with the Miz again. My goodness, can you believe the Miz when the Miz comes back from Dancing with the Stars? This is a guy that advocated for John Morrison. Was like, I really want to see him become WWE champion one day. That is not going to happen for the Miz.
Yeah, I know Miz must be crushed hearing that shit. You know, Miz's job is safe. He's never going to lose his job. He's never going to leave WWE. But this is someone he was pushing for, someone he wanted more opportunity for, and wanted him to flourish more than he did previously for WWE, but they just never got behind him. I got a couple of comments to read here. We got Kid Get Money saying, "Get it out, my brother." Thank you. I appreciate y'all support out there. Will Chisholm saying, they're releasing everybody who were Triple H people. So yeah, I mean, I don't think they care who Triple H likes or not. You lost the Wednesday Night Wars, and this is the outcome because of it. We got Nick Jackson bringing up Kyle O'Reilly's deal is up next month. No way he's resigning. Do you think Kyle O'Reilly resigns, Romeo?
No chance. No chance. It's just there's a huge disconnect between Nick Khan and the people that are making the creative decisions for these shows. Because why bother drafting Hit Row? Why bother presenting them, pushing them like they're going to be a big deal for the future? You should invest in them, but we're not going to invest in them. They're gone. Big disconnect, as always.
Yeah, I think, but I think more than anything, Nick Khan is not making this decision without Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon took a look at Hit Row. He saw the dark matches. He saw what they did on SmackDown television, and he didn't feel it enough to stop them from not being released. So Vince didn't see what all the rest of us and what the fans saw. So I think that
Man is 76 years old. He just doesn't know what's hip and cool anymore.
no,
And
he doesn't.
nobody in the back is going to be like, "Hey, hold on, Vince, hold on. These guys are really actually pretty cool. They really bringing in that demo that you really want." Nobody has the balls to go to Vince McMahon and say that. Maybe you should rethink. Oh, because they think if they try to bring that up to him, they're gone. Their budget cut too.
Yeah, they know better. They know what time it is. This is Vince McMahon's company. He is running things. He is the end all be all, and he will continue to be. And that's why some people, like our good friend, the True Jaw Josh, says WWE sucks. Damn shame. Alan Weinstein says, now I'm even more pissed WWE releases directly affect my life by preempting Blood Impact. That is a great comment. I love that comment. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, there's going to be no smooth way to transition from this when we mention it in a few. So I'm just going to get it out the way now.
Yeah.
Join us Sunday night for our Survivor Series watch along. There's going to be no way to smooth transition into that. So I'm just going to say it now.
No. I think that was about the best way possible to talk about that. Just before Thanksgiving, just before Survivor Series, we have to transition from WWE releases to brand supremacy. Brand supremacy, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been great in the live chat.
Absolutely.
A bunch of really good suggestions. We also got David Valentine saying Jeff Jarrett is going to start another wrestling promotion. That sounds like fun. It always seems to work out so well for him. And you, my boy Blue, saying, damn, we lost Blunt Impact tonight to budget cuts.
That is going to do it for this Romeo Report. SP3, thank you as always for emergency stream.
Yes, I'm going to get killed for this, but this was worth it to talk about. Invent with you. This felt like therapy. I hope it felt like that for all of you guys.
Actually, a lot of venting in the chat. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Get it out.
A lot of venting in the chat. This is what we're here for. We're going to talk more about this. You know what the top news story is going to be on True Hill Heat 152 this Saturday, 10:05 a.m. Eastern time. We are starting early on Saturday, True Hill Heat 152, with special guests, the host of Heel Marks, and we're going to be joined by Drunk Guy JJ, filling in for Top Guy JJ and Miss Chrissy Love. We're going to be talking about these releases of the WWE talent, anything else that comes out from this news that dropped just about an hour ago. We're also going to be talking about AEW Full Gear, Survivor Series preview and predictions, plus much, much more. And thank you, Romeo, for having me in your newsroom on the Romeo Report. And of course, you can find me at True Hill SP3. I got a busy Friday as usual, 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I'm going live on my Twitter page as well as Fight Talk _ twitch.tv/Fight Talk _ for Degrassi Dudes with me and Steven Jensen. We're going to be talking about Degrassi. We're going to be probably watching an old school episode. You're going to live stream that. So that's going to be a bunch of fun. 10 a.m. Eastern time on Friday. And then you'll see me on True Rewind episode 63 with Romeo that's going to drop tomorrow, where we're going to be talking about them being at war on WCW with Hall and Nash invading. Yes, they got the Glock out there fitting to get busy. We also going to be talking about WWF Raw coming off the heels of King of the Ring 1996. And you can also see me on AE Ramble on Sunday with Jimmy Macaram and Marcus Cash reviewing AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage. And I'll be on Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time with Kenny Bolin to preview Survivor Series and after SmackDown and Rampage with SmackDown. It's a lot of streams.
Yeah.
A lot of streams.
And you can follow me, True Hill Romeo, on Twitter and Instagram, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. I do a lot of the WWE shows. I'm still going to be here. Like Rated Raw Superstars, number 25, message received, message sent. Like NX3, where all these guys start before they get cut. Jump on Math. True Rewind. We did a Survivor Series preview, breakdown, and predictions. If you're still going to watch. This is just awkward. This is awkward. When are we going to do that chant?
This
This
is
is awkward.
awkward.
Yeah.
This is awkward. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh man. What
I
what
have no
a
words.
what a week. What a week. Yo, me and Romeo, I'll be transparent because you're gonna see me wearing this same shirt on True Rewind when it drops tomorrow. But me and Romeo just was like, oh, we're just gonna record True Rewind. We're gonna
It's
get it
finna be a
done.
breeze.
It's gonna be a breeze.
I can watch the
Then
football game, which sucks
yeah,
anyways.
I was like, yeah, Romeo, you can watch the football game. We'll drop it tomorrow, so we'll have space. We don't have to drop it tonight. Blunt Impact was going on, and then this shit happens. We got to preempt Blunt Impact. We got to go live. We got to get it talking. So we want to thank everyone who joined us during this live stream. You guys make this stuff possible. True Hill Heat is an interactive YouTube channel, so we always appreciate you guys joining us in the live chat.
And
And
you guys
please.
clearly have hit the bell for notifications because you joined us right away. So we thank you for that.
And please remember to drop a thumbs up on the video. It helps out the video so much, helps out the channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, drop a thumbs up, a like emoji, a heart emoji, an angry emoji, a laugh emoji, however these releases make you feel. Let us know with those expressions over on Facebook. If you're watching us on Twitter, drop a thumbs up on this, share it with your friends, retweet it if you will. And of course, if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified. And of course, check out patreon.com/True Hill Heat to check out extra exclusive content from the True Hill Heat gang up there right now. J News Japan with our review of Battle in the Valley, as well as Romeo and the gang watching Battle in the Valley. So you can get a watch along version as well as the review version over on patreon.com/True Hill Heat, the home of our New Japan pro wrestling coverage. It's going to be the home of a bunch of other stuff, the True Hill Heat post show, extras from True Rewind as well. But thank you, Romeo, for allowing me in your newsroom, and close us out, sir.
For SP3, thank you everybody in the chat for joining us. I am Romeo Anthony Cologne. This has been the Romeo Report number 14, Budget Cuts. We'll see you the next time WWE does some dumb shit.
We'll see you next week, folks.